I have this can of spray paint I use for bike restoration. I know it's still contains something. I can feel it, but yet when I go to spray, nothing comes out. Three possibilities. One, not enough air in the particular can. Number two, well, maybe the tube, let's see if we get the top off, the tube that protrudes from this particular can is blocked up, or maybe it's the nozzle itself. Well, we're going to show you how to fix that. Well, you may ask what this has to do with cycling. Well, here's another use for an old inner tube. We're going to use this particular valve to pump some air in and clear that tubing. Whenever you're dealing with any kind of spray can, make sure you wear gloves, protective eyewear, and always point the spray can or bottle away from you. We've cut out the press the valve out of that old clincher tube with about 5 to 10 millimeters of old tube surrounding the opening. Open the valve. Let's remove the cap. I'm going to place the valve right over the protruding part of the tubing in the can. We're going to use our Presta. Again, make sure that's open. The valve's open. We'll use the Presta end. We'll go ahead and lock it on. And with our free hand, we're going to take our pump and we're going to give it a few pumps downward. Alright, that should be enough. About 4 or 5 pumps on the piston. We'll remove the valve and pump. So let's give the can a try. See if we got enough air in there, and this is clear, the tubing is clear. The way to do that, use a paper towel or cloth pointing away from you, press down, and we seem to be getting plenty of paint out of this. So the problem was probably the not enough air in this to pump out the paint. Next, let's put the nozzle back on, and again we'll give it a try. Works great. If the paint can works fine when we test it without the nozzle, put the nozzle back on and it fails to spray, it's probably within the nozzle that needs cleaning. You can use a finishing nail or a toothpick, whatever you have around, clear the area. So a little piece of black rubber here in this end. Try to clear that. We'll clear underneath. We'll try it once more. If that still fails, you might want to soak this in turpentine. Some people suggest using carburetor cleaner, which is really acetone, which when sprayed should clean out the nozzle itself. Now some spray cans may have a different type of nozzle. The nozzle is called a male, and the protruding part here is, there's no tubing sticking up, we call female end. And again, we can use, by holding the press the valve we cut out and the pump, we can pump some air into this and then replace the nozzle, give it a try. Should the nozzle fail to spray, we can again clean it with a toothpick and or soak it for a couple hours in turpentine and give it another try. I've been pleasantly surprised how often this press the valve hack has worked in freeing up cans of paint spray, even WD-40 and other types of spray that seem to either lack air or get clogged up. Don't forget protective eyewear, some gloves. Always point the can away from you, never towards you. If you have other suggestions for use of old clincher tubes, please comment below and let us know. Subscribe to keep up with our latest videos. It's Tony of Tony 10 Speed. Safe cycling.